Hi, Collective. I've returned from my travels. Um, the weather has been amazing. Last week, I went to the top of a mountain and was looking for the fountain, and it poured down. It was so exhilarating. On my travels too, I was seeing mushroom farms, which brings us back to the fake shaman that's microdosing people and saying it's for to reach their higher selves when actually they're poisoning people, um, and the children that are getting involved as well, they're not, their minds cannot cope with it, um, and there's sexual abuse, isn't there? Sexual abuse, sorry, YouTube, and just the abuse of children by people in authority, and I mean, it's all coming down, the truth's all coming out, um, from identity fraud to destiny swapping to um, I've spent oh the last month, I think, just with my fur babies being stuck in the mud, and that's been, it took a while for that to click in because they had a stable to go in and they refused to. They would much rather stand in the mud, um, because it suited them, because they were muddy anyway. So it's like a cooling phase, it's a comfort place instead of um, appreciating that their feet were clean for 5 minutes. They were straight back out there and standing in the rain and the mud. And that's kind of what's happening with human behavior at the minute as well. And it's a choice. We have a choice now. Now is the time where we make our choice to be stuck in the mud, or, you know, clean ourselves up and live in a positive, beautiful environment rather than being surrounded by people with such dense emotions, and such confusion because of their own lack of self worth. They have to feed off of other people, feed off their energy, feed off other people's spirituality, um, which brings in a lot of jealousy and envy. I've never seen the point of being jealous myself, it's so self destructive. Um, so there's been so many downloads, and I'm catching up with them now. Um, they usually come to me when I'm driving, so it's not something I can like just stop and do sometimes. But the major ones are still in my mind. They're still here, and spirit's still channeling stuff to me. And I've made this choice. This choice was made a long time ago. Forgiveness and compassion has been given. We don't feel the need for explanations. Um, the timeline shift that we're all going through in this world is catching the people out that have done nefarious things and have abused children, and um, we're pointing them out. We know who it is. We know it's our neighbours. We know it's our exes that have got involved. We know, um, exes. I say in my case, and family very loosely. Um, regardless of what was felt 3 years ago, 2.5, 2 years ago, whatever. And that's such a long time ago. Unless you're stuck in your mind and you don't see the next day is a fresh start and a new start to your life. Every time we wake up, we should be grateful for being here. Um, my fur babies have got through it. We are dealing with the mud. We are so much better off than a lot of people. Um, especially around these parts. Although the ground is low, it could have been so much worse. And a lot of people around me have it worse because of the weather. Um, so I am so appreciative for where I am, and I will speak up. And you know, I am still here, and I'm better than ever, and rising and speaking my truth. Um, we don't. We're not going backwards. There is no going back. There's never going backwards anyway. Um, and when people try to hold you back and keep you tied up and bound to certain things, it's a lot of opinions and assumptions of those people, and they're showing themselves up to be who they are, and leaving it up to God at this time is the only thing we can do as the collective, isn't it? Because that we know what is true, we know what is fake, um, and it's standing in our power and knowing that, and not shifting from it, because the world is changing. People are getting caught up for their lies and their deceit and their bad behaviour and the mistreatment, and all these children all over the world, all in these elite secret tunnels of gross deception and immorality. You know, the world's being cleaned up, and I choose my higher timeline every time, every time. And look, the sun is out again. It's beautiful. So it is all going to be fine, collective. We stay grounded, we stay dancing, we stay singing. Um, Sometimes it's just to ourselves, isn't it? When we keep quiet, but it's still going on in our heads. Um, and a lot of assumptions were made, making us to be out to be crazy or weak, or um, well, we know why. I mean, it was all for monetary gain, wasn't it, and greed. And that's being sorted out now because of the frequencies, because of the way the planets have aligned. It creates these two timelines, and nobody in the world is going to get out of it. It's something that everybody's going to have to go through, whether we like it or not. But these nefarious groups that have got this shaman microdosing people that hasn't got a clue what they're doing. I mean, don't join cults, don't join groups, don't join churches. We are connected straight to source. There is no need for any middleman when everything is inside you. Your heart, your soul, your spirit is all inside you. Um, so I will speak again soon, and have a glorious day. And without so many next time, do a few more um, immediate downloads rather than sitting on it for a while. Um, I leave you in peace, love, and light. Speak soon.